Hey guys, srt Mike here, and today I'm going to be starting on suspension like I did the rear. So I'll show you what I'm at right now. I've got the car jacked up. I'm still uncertain if the leak is power steering fluid or transmission fluid. It's coming from the transmission plate there. So I have not a clue. I'm going to spray it with brake clean, and then I'm going to start to see it's not oil. I'm almost 100% sure it's not oil. I'll check the dipstick to make sure it's not. I haven't checked the dick tip yet, so maybe, I don't know. So first I'm going to start by taking out the cotter pin, taking out the castle nut and the axle bolt. Then I'm going to take off the rotor, brake caliper, top shock. And then I got new lower control arms. The only thing I'm missing right now is my knuckle, the SRT knuckle. And I'm going to go, I don't know if I told you guys yet, I'm going to go with the Willwood big brake kit. And I've got a new performance sway bar coming in. So I'm just waiting on parts right now. I have everything that I need except for the knuckle, and I don't have the sway bar yet. Sway bar can wait. I also have new inner and outer tie rods. Alright boys, I think I found the reason why it's leaking. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Let me show you guys this. So I cleaned it off with brake cleaner and gave it a hose down. So I was looking around, I just took out the shock, obviously. It's gone. And I looked down here. I was cleaning it off with a rag, and I see this. But this is a hole in the, I can't think of the word right now. I'm pretty sure it's the transmission housing though, the pan for the transmission. And I'm pretty sure this is our culprit. Yeah, look at that. I'm gonna get the dish to put back under there. But now I know what the culprit is. All I need to get this car drivable is fix that leak, which is just gonna be that case panel. Fix that leak, get a new alternator, and I cracked a bolt on the valve cover. Like, hopefully I'm able to extract that with a pair of vice grips and a torch. Hopefully I'll get this fixed. I'll redo the valve cover gaskets because this is a junkyard valve cover. I will repaint the valve cover and get the alternator. That way I can drive this thing. Today I finished taking out both the front knuckles and new wheel hubs. I'm probably going to get new wheel hubs for the SRT knuckles. Stuff hasn't really been working out because to get out the control arms, lower control arms, I need to undo a motor mount, and I need to do all this crazy stuff, and they're all compact and tight in there. And so I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to leave those for another day. I feel like I've gotten a lot done today. I'm going to do something that I want to do. So I was like, okay, well, I have the Plasti Dip valve cover that I really hate, the white on. I was practicing painting like yesterday, 2 days ago, and we did a piece of the side skirt, and I got it real good. I put clear coat on it. I did the primer. I did primer and clear coat to see if I wanted to clear coat the whole car with the primer. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna paint the valve cover, like actually paint it and clear coat it. And I'm gonna do it. And I know I have work today, but I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna try to get it done. So I was like, okay. So I spent like probably 2 hours taking off the dip because it was just in every nook and cranny. And so I was like peeling it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is taking forever. So I took out the drill. I got a wire brush bit, and I put it on there. It was doing its work. It was doing all right. And so I put it up, painted it, put a couple of coats on it, and I realized there's a deep groove. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of Bondo over it, fix the deep groove. I fixed the deep groove, painted it once, looks good. I was gonna do three more coats on it just to make sure it was all uniform and looked just as good as everything else. And then I was just over here doing some stuff just to pass the time by. I had my fan set up, and I hear this. Look over, and I see this. So this is not what I saw, obviously, but it landed right on the corner, and it took this chunk out. And I really hope that I can try to fix this because I've spent all day today doing this. So I think glass Bondo here, fiberglass Bondo here, seam sealer. Use the marine grade seam sealer I have. Do it on the outside. Bondo up here, fix this crack, and like hope and pray that will fix it. Yo, what's up everybody? It's been about a week and a half since I've worked on the car, and that's because I went on holidays and I had a really bad accident. I ended up falling off a cliff, and I really ended up hurting myself. I got a concussion, and so I've had a lot of time to think about the swap and watch videos on the swap, and I've decided, so I have everything here right now. But what I'm gonna do is, since I'm doing the swap so soon anyways, and I'm gonna have to and I'll have the engine out, and I can take the subframe out, and I don't have to worry about taking off one of the engine mounts to put one of these control arms in. Put on the SRT knuckles, put the old stock axles through the knuckles. I'm gonna press new hubs into the knuckles, but I'm gonna restore the knuckles first. I'm gonna do the SRT brakes. Then that's pretty much where I'm gonna stop suspension wise. Once the body's finished, I'm happy that we can move on to the front, the engine. Obviously this is everything that needs to happen for the swap. I'm just gonna put the stuff in storage with the brakes, master cylinder. That's really it for right now. I'll jump back to you guys when I have the knuckles and everything. And so as you can probably tell, it's a lot later. I've been slaving away on this. Bonded it, now I siliconed it, and I'm kind of happy that this is on the back side of the engine, because you're not gonna get the valve cover, because you're not gonna see it, because there's the wires for everything over there on the other side as well. Oh my god, I almost just broke it again. I need to stop. Oh my god, I spilled all of my Armor All. That makes me so mad. This is a brand new thing of Armor All. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and now install the transmission oil pan. I just got it. It's brand new. Alright, so as you can see, I got the transmission oil pan off. Looks pretty healthy inside here, other than, you know, it's starved of oil. You see that the gears are pretty nicely oiled up, because there's a tiny bit of oil left in here. Like this is it. I have like a Home Depot bucket that's full of oil, transmission oil, and I will need a gasket material. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape all this off with a razor blade, and then tonight I'm going to go out and pick up some gasket maker. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead now and put on some RT red gasket maker just along where the old stuff was. Put the old transmission plate on, and I got some bottles to fill it up with, and then I'll catch back with you guys after that. Alright, so it's the next day. It's 11 o'clock at night. I had to wait 24 hours for the RTV to seal, but it's sealed now, so I can go ahead and start pouring the transmission fluid. I lost my funnel. I don't know exactly where my funnel went. I could try to have a look for it for a second, but I couldn't find it yesterday, so I doubt I'll be able to find it tonight. Otherwise, I'm just gonna send it and see if I can pour it in. Alright boys, found it. So now we're gonna just go and fill it up real quick. Alright, so there's no fill hole, so we're just gonna fill it from the dipstick hole, and then we're gonna just make sure that we're at proper levels here. As you can see right here, the funnel's just gonna go in. I'm actually going to clean out the funnel a bit first because it's a bit dirty. Give me a second. Alright, funnel is cleaned out. So, like I said, you go ahead and stick it in there. Go ahead and open up the transmission fluid bottle. And I'm going to put you guys together again because I'm going to do it. Alright, now so we got the cap off. We just got this metal shot off my phone, so I got the metal tip here. I'm just gonna go ahead and punch it. And we're gonna start filling. This should take all of this because there was no fluid in there, but we're gonna check. I don't want to overfill it. Alright, looks like she's almost taken all of it. I'm gonna go ahead and check it again tomorrow. Just let everything set. Alright, so it's the next day. So I'm gonna go ahead and check the fluid. So it looks like we just need to add a bit more, because they're right below the cold point. Some people don't really trust the cold point. I don't really have a reference for hot because I don't have a battery right now. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing as yesterday and just pour a bit in here. And make sure it settles. And then I'm going to go ahead and check again. Alright, so it looks like we're good. If you can see here, if this focuses on this, then our cold hole is filled up. And we are good for cold, and we're right in between the two holes there. Just barely see it. But, yeah, we're good. So, now, looks like I have just a bit of extra transmission fluid, which is never a bad thing, because I'm going to have to fill up the new transmission for the 2.4 liter anyways when it comes time to do that, and I'm hoping that's this winter. But again, I don't know, but definitely, like I said, I'm going to put off doing, I have my sway bar in actually, I'll show you guys that in a second here, but I'm going to take out the subframe, I'm going to do everything. I just don't feel comfortable taking out the subframe with the engine still in the car. I'm new to everything right now on this car, and I don't know, so I'm just going to play it safe. Alright boys, so here's the new package from ST. So this is the same type as this one. So, like I said, this is going to be the front sway bar. So, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Alright, so here is what we got here. We got, first, I guess let's start off with the small stuff. They actually gave us some stickers this time. Here's our front sway bar with the same powder coat or metallic coat as our rear. So this one's kind of dusty because it's been here for so long. You can kind of see the flake in there, but it's really dusty. Like. Alright guys, so I went to do the bushings for the sway bar today, and I pull up and I get in my garage, I grab all my stuff, I grab the bushings. I didn't measure the sway bar at all. I was just thinking, oh, universal fittings, they're gonna work. No, universal is what they're referring to with the bracket. The bracket is universal. This is 23 or 20, I think it's 23 millimeters. I measured my sway bar and it's 19 millimeters. Alright boys, so we ended up getting the right bushings. It took like 3 days to come in. They were actually really good. I only got them for 20 bucks, so I feel like I should have ordered these ones off Amazon too. I'm not going to go through the process of sending them back through eBay because I don't really care. I already have them and I'm going to need them anyways. But these were like 70 bucks, and these are Prothane too. Came in the exact same box. They just didn't come with any lube, but they're doing good, fine anyways. And they're 20 bucks with free Prime shipping, or it was like 8 bucks shipping, so it was a lot cheaper than that. But now I know for next time to check for the best deal that I possibly can get. So unfortunately, I wasn't actually able to get it completely on. I did get one side in, but I think I'm gonna wait until after I finish the front suspension, because it'd be much easier just to jack up the car. There's no room to work under there whatsoever right now because of the coilovers. The cars drop so low. Also because there's just not that much room. Because I actually talked to someone and I ended up getting a pair of SRT knuckles. Alright guys, it's been a while. Been waiting for parts and everything like that. Maybe like a month of it. Well, it's school time now and almost winter. But anyways, this side is all finished except for I'm waiting on the caliper because I didn't know the calipers were different. But anyways, it's pretty much all finished. I ran out of black high temp paint though, so the other knuckle's red. It looks a lot brighter than it is on camera, but if I had a dark red, I would put it over top, or a dark color, I would put it over top, but for now it doesn't really matter because you're not going to see it. This new engine's going to need new axles anyways, just because we are going for a higher horsepower engine, around 500, so it's going to need that extra amount of axleage. Otherwise, I got a new rocker panel installed, didn't tell you guys about that, but so all we need now in terms of bodywork is a quarter panel. I guess we're putting the car in the garage for the winter, which I'm not too stoked about, but it's alright because I wanted to build the engine in the winter, but things don't always go to plan, so I'm going to get this on right now and I'm going to get back to you guys if I run into a problem. Otherwise, if it's smooth sailing, I'm going to try to get everything installed. So we did encounter a problem, as I had a suspicion we would. So I figured out that one of the bolts, at least for the hubs, wasn't stripped, so that means most. And so we got to taking off the tie rod, or putting on the tie rod on the driver's side. And I got a bolt, zipped it on, the tie rod is spinning. Usually they do on tie rods, I guess. Anyways, so I was like, alright, vice grips. Vice grips didn't work. I was like, damn, what is going on here? I cleaned the threads really good. The bolt didn't need cleaning at all. And then I got to thinking, I was like, wait, when I took the suspension off, this side didn't have a bolt. This side did not have a bolt on the tie rod end link. So I've just been zapping in this bolt that does not fit, and now it's stuck on there. You know what the bolt's for? It's to hold the control arm to the lower to hold the knuckle to the lower control arm. I don't have that, which is not a big deal because I can just go to the junkyard and grab one. But I guess when it comes time, I'll just have to cut off that tie rod. We do have new inner and outer tie rods anyways inside, but just a bummer. Anyways. Alright boys, here are the new calipers. Here's our right one, just for comparison. These do have brackets, so it does make them look a bit beefier, but they are, in comparison, really beefier. So if you take a look at them side by side, this one is a bit bigger in length and width than this one. Inside as well, it's still a single pot, single piston. But I believe the piston, yeah, you can see the piston is a bit bigger. Better to go with something quality. So they fit in there nice like that. So, oh, and I was also trying to, I ground these down to fit, the brake lines to fit, because I guess the brake lines are slightly different. No big deal, they're still gonna work with brake lines. But I was messing around with them, trying to get some, I forget what I was exactly trying to do. I don't know, I was trying to do something. Maybe I was trying to get the old brake lines off. And so I had put the caliper in my feet like this, stopped the caliper, and I was tugging because they're a bit rusted. So I was like trying to get that bolt to spin there, and I was reefing down on it. And somehow, I don't know how, but I got the thing off. I put it in the, and I go to grind it with the grinding wheel there, and I come back and my phone is cracked. All right, so I said some stuff in that last part that some of you guys who own srt4s might have been cringing at. These pads are for front brake calipers on a SXT, and when I went on Rock Auto, I just looked up brake pads, but they do fit the rear, so they don't fit these SRT calipers when they actually go in the bracket. But not a big deal because we got another package here, so I can use these on the rear, and these are the better set out of the eBay set, I guess, because I need new pads on the rear because I didn't replace those last time. Anyways, I'm gonna crack into this really quick here. All right, so here are the brake pads, and let's get this open here. There you go. These are the right type. The pads are in. Now it's time for calipers on both sides. Caliper number 1 in. All right, tire number 1 is on, and I was not sure if these were gonna fit with the SRT rotors and calipers, but take a look at that. Just barely scraping by. That sound is just from the pads and the rotors. But yeah, so I'm gonna get the other side on. I still got the other wheel on, and I was too lugging that short for whatever reason, so I only got 4 on each side now. This one clears fine, but there's this. So we'll need new wheel hubs. I knew that already, but you know, I'm not gonna be driving this car for a while, so I'm not necessarily looking for them right now. So, all right, so we're gonna go down for the first time on this right wheel. So I'm gonna make sure everything's in park, and I'm gonna just go down. So I'll see you guys when I'm on the ground completely with both wheels. I have resolved the oopsie. Jack's out. I just gotta put the stuff back on, and we're good. Okay, so what's up everybody? Quick update real quick. Car's in the garage, huge dent inside of it. Brake lines are in. Yep, there's a huge dent and a gash inside of it. They got the car stuck between the wall and my bike. So there you go. I didn't put it in, I wasn't even there. They didn't even tell me they were doing it. So anyways, new brake lines are in. New brake lines are in. Brand new ones, cause I wasn't satisfied with the old ones. They were leaking there. So, yep, new brake lines are in on this side, and I gotta get the one on the other side on. As you can tell, it's probably very difficult. All right, everyone, I got it on the other side. I'm not proud of how I did it. I jacked up on the crash bar. Probably not the smartest idea, but a lot of brake fluid got lost. So, good thing I bought 2 jugs. So, now I'm gonna put this on the ground and hopefully not kill myself. Yeah.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys like, definitely make sure you leave a like and subscribe, comment, check out the channel. I try to post a video every month. I'm not very good at doing that. Busy times right now. But I'm going to be trying my best to push some videos out, even if they're pretty lackluster. But make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and check out the channel.